Hi, so I just wanted to do a quick video to run through everything that's in the newborn hire kit, so that you can have an idea and refer back to it if you've borrowed one of the kits. So first of all, I'll start with the smallest nappy that's in the kit. So you get a few of these close pop-in covers. So they will have a label which says close pop-in newborn nappy. So you'll get a few of these covers and a few of the pads to go inside. They have laundry tabs in the back here that you can use to fasten the Velcro down when you're washing them. So that's important to remember so you don't fluff up the Velcro. And they also have, the important bit is the popper, which you can attach these pads to. So you'll see they have the little grey popper which matches up with the little grey popper in the nappy. Doesn't matter which way round you pop it in, whichever you feel comfortable with. Just pop it into the nappy like so and pop it on your baby. And these are really designed for very small babies, and they fit up to about 12 pounds. So they will be the kind of the nappy to get you out of the starting blocks basically. And these covers can be used over anything else. So if you've got some muslins or something like that at home that you want to use with those, then you can. And with these, when it comes to change time, as long as the cover isn't soiled with poo and it's not saturated with wee, you can just pop out the pad and pop a fresh one in. Chances are your baby will start out peeing these pads fairly quickly, fairly early on in life, so you could always use two, or you can boost up with a muslin or something like that. So that's the pads that go inside the pop-in wrap, but you could use this pop-in wrap over the top of other nappies as well. So you could use it over the top of a muslin, for example, and it's really tiny and perfect with its double leg gusset to get you through the first few days and weeks after your baby is born. So the light's not very good, but I'll hold it up like that, and that's the label there. Another one that's really teeny tiny is the Tot Spots Teeny Fit. This one is an all-in-one nappy, so it doesn't need anything adding to it. It's just, you only get I think one of these in the kit, but it's just literally the absorbency is all there sewn in. The only drawback with these is that they take a really long time to dry, so if you do like these, just bear that in mind. That's why there's not very many in there, because they're not all that practical in terms of getting them in rotation quickly and back on the bum. But the thing to remember with these is that they have the laundry tabs here, and you can just fold those back to protect the Velcro when they're in the wash. And again, here's the little label on it. That's how you know it's a Tot Spots, and it's a teeny fit because it's all in one, because everything is sewn in. You can't take that out. That's all just part of the nappy. Okay, so that just goes straight on the bum as it is, nothing to add or take away from that. And when it comes to change time, that whole thing will go in the wash. You've also got, so again, that one's very small as well, so that should fit from quite early on. You've also got a few of the Baba and Boo pocket nappies. This one doesn't look very good. Hang on, I'll unpopper it so it looks a bit more as it should. So with the Baba and Boo pocket nappies, these are also designed to fit from about £5, but they are a bit roomier. So you'll find that these will fit for a bit longer than the smaller pop-ins and the teeny fits. You've got the poppers on the front to make this into a smaller nappy for your baby when they're really tiny. So you can button those up and make a tiny nappy. And the way that this nappy works, it's called a pocket nappy. It has got a pocket in the back where you can stuff anything you like really, but it does come with two pads that you can pop inside. And you can see these ones say Baba and Boo bamboo insert, or some of them will say newborn booster inside on the label. Chances are, and the label on the nappy itself, on the wrap, is like a little snail. That's their logo. If you can see that, just so you can identify these in your kit. Probably only need one of these pads to start off with. Just see how you get on. Just pop the pad inside, so inside the pocket. Make sure it's stuffed in well and that it's nice and flat in there. My poppers are still poppered up at the front to make it into a smaller nappy, but if you need it to be bigger, you can just unpopper those. When you start using 2 pads, you'll probably find you need those unpopped. So, haven't done a very good job of that. It helps if you make sure the pad's nice and flat inside the pocket. It will just help protect against leaks, because you'll know that it's reaching right up to the edge of the nappy there. And you've also, I already mentioned the double leg gusset, didn't I? Yeah. So that just helps protect against leaks. You've also got the laundry tabs in this one are just sewn in to the fleece, and you can see this one's been through a few times probably without being done up. So just pop the laundry tabs closed like that. It just stops them from snagging on each other, and that's just what you do. If you do that as soon as you change the nappy, it saves having to go back through dirty nappies and do the tabs when you're putting them in the wash. If you just pop them like that closed as you take the nappy off, then you're sorted basically. And to pop the nappy on your baby, obviously put the bum in there, bring that up through the middle, and then just pull the Velcro across and fasten around the waist. With this nappy, the whole thing has to be changed at every nappy change, because the wrap will be soiled. So you can't just take out the pad and put a new pad in. The whole thing has to go in the wash. And that's that one. So you get quite a few of those, and they're very good nappies. And they're quite similar to what you move on to in terms of the birth to potty style nappy as well. So that's those. You also get some Tot Spots again. These are the Tot Spots Peanut. Now these are probably the biggest size nappy in the kit, so there's something for every size baby, really. Again, you've got the poppers at the front to adjust the size of the nappy, and you'll probably find it's a bit stiff. You'll probably find when these are all done up that you really can only get the smaller pad. So this comes with these pads. These are called the peanut pads. Again, they've got that green label of Tot Spots on them. And each pad is like a set of 2, but you can pull these apart, and when your baby's very little, they don't need both pads really, unless they're sleeping for a long time, or they're a really heavy wetter. So you'll probably find when the nappy is done up on its smallest setting, which it likely will be in the early days, you don't need the larger pad, just the smaller pad will do. And you can pop it in. Don't know if you saw that. Pop it into the wrap. There's some little poppers inside. Pop that in. But again, this wrap could be used over a terry square. It could be used over a muslin, or anything else. A fitted toweling nappy. And just pop that on your baby in the same way. And when it comes to change time with these, you can, if the cover isn't too soiled, you can just pop the pad out and pop a new pad in for change time. So you get a couple of the wraps and then a load of pads that you can use for that one. And again, you've got the laundry tabs on here, which you just close down for washing. And then finally, we've got the pre-fold, the Bambino Mio pre-fold, and it comes with some covers as well. Now these covers, there's no poppers or anything inside these covers. It's just literally sits on top of the nappy. And again, they can go over anything you like. I'm probably going to have to change or do a separate video to show you how the pre-folds can be folded, which I will do. But essentially you can either pad fold these and stuff them inside the wrap. So that's literally just folding it into quarters and then just popping it inside the nappy. It's quite big and bulky, this, really. So you'll probably find you use this a bit later on. And then just fasten that onto your baby. And I'll just move the camera, I'll pause this and do another video which shows the different fold, which just protects the wrap a little bit better from poo. So you can do a fold called the newspaper fold for that, and that's what you need the nappy nipper for. So you also get a wet bag inside the kit. So you can use this to store your nappies in when they're dirty, and then just empty it into the machine and chuck the bag in as well. You might find you need more wet bags, but this gets you started basically. So I'll pause this now and I will pop on another video to show how to fold this into a newspaper fold. Thank you, bye.